Hi, and welcome to the Professor Kev Show. As you can see, I got my friend Donovan with us, and he's from Swipe. Good evening, my friend. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Of course, I appreciate making the time for me. So before we jump in, tell me a little bit about yourself. What should I know about you?
Yeah, so hi, my name's Donovan. I'm an 11th grader at Thomas Jefferson High School in Northern Virginia, and I'm really passionate about making technology and healthcare more inclusive. I've done research across various institutions like Harvard and Stanford, and even organizing outreach efforts such as various health conferences and meeting new people.
This is a really important topic because if you read anything on the topic, you see there is things that aren't fair. Why did you decide to get involved in this? Why do you think that you can help improve it? Tell me your why.
Yeah, so Swipe was really built out of a personal connection. Growing up, watching my relatives struggle to use computers due to their impairments, and this really made basic digital tasks almost impossible for them. And when I did try looking for existing solutions, I realized that really two things: that A, they were either too expensive, which costed upwards of thousands of dollars with fancy hardware, or B, either limited to outdated software. And that's when I really decided to take matters into my own hands and build my own solution, given my previous backgrounds in coding, and use something nearly everyone already has in their pockets, a smartphone camera. And so after building out the first version of the product and actually seeing the tool help my grandparents navigate their screens more easily for the first time, it really opened my eyes and gave me this moment of realization that the tool could actually transform the lives for millions of others with motor disabilities, especially for those in underdeveloped communities who don't have access to this type of expensive equipment. And so I'd say Swipe really started as a personal project, but it really became more of a mission to make digital access more inclusive for people with motor disabilities.
Okay, so you tried this on your grandparents?
Yeah, it was it actually helped them navigate their screens more easily,
Yeah.
the main issue that they were facing originally. And after that, I really looked into it more and I realized that many others face the same issues that they have with motor disabilities. And it could be used as a stepping stone to make digital access more inclusive for others across the world.
So tell me about the experience of working with your grandparents. Was it challenging? I mean, I know I'm getting old. I'm 60, and there's times where, I'll have a student show me something. I'm like, all right, show me how to do this, and there's times I'm looking at him like, Kev, like, I showed it to you 3 times, buddy. You should have it by now.
Yeah,
Did you have that
uh,
disconnect like I've experienced personally, unfortunately?
yeah, I totally get you. So, I guess coming back to when I originally like showed them the product, it was like a little hard at first for them to get used to because they had to use like other sorts of assistive technology. But I guess after like showing it through myself and then having them demo it as well was really instrumental. And I'd say like in addition to them, I've also sought for other people to help try out the product. So what I really did first, right after having them try it out and see it actually working, was I really contacted different accessibility organizations who are focused on motor disabilities and digital health. And really, after speaking with, I think, over 15 by just shooting out cold emails, I really found out that most existing tools don't serve the full spectrum of motor disability. So, for example, someone with Parkinson's may have like fine finger movements, while like someone with muscular dystrophy can only have like broader, slower motions. And even in some extreme cases, some people can't even move their hands at all. And I'd say that really pushed us to like improve Swipe AI and make it more flexible and easy to use. So currently how it works is that you just install our mobile app, connect it to your computer, customize gestures and voice commands to your needs, and once it's set up, you can simply like wave your hand or just speak a command with your phone camera set up to track in real time. And Swipe AI does it all within like 5 minutes of setup. So I'd say the first initial version was just with gestures, but now we've implemented it to be even more personalized where you can customize gestures, voice commands, and I've also included an on-screen AI assistant to guide you in real time.
I love your answer, my friend, because we talk about this all the time. You have to talk to your customers. And you just described that like, hey, we've had this and realize We also need that. But a lot of times as entrepreneurs, we think we know what our customers want and we miss a big piece of the market. Or it's like, well, that's not really what we want. We really want this. So your experience of going out, testing with your grandparents, and then going and talking to other groups, going, what do you need? That's entrepreneurship, my friend. It's making the adjustments. All right. So crystal ball time, my friend. What's the future hold? What are we hoping to accomplish?
Yeah, so we're preparing for a public release later this year on both the mobile and Play Store. So right now we're currently running a focused beta test and refining our gesture and voice models based on real user feedback. And that strategy is really so by launch, we already have a strong user base for people to use our launches. And even like through this experience, we've received a lot of great suggestions to make Swipe AI even more personalized. So currently, one suggestion we're trying to implement is making it so that individuals can customize their own gestures and like fine tune it. So like you can create your own instead of having to choose from a set library. But I'd say long term, my vision is really for Swipe AI to be in the hands of anyone who needs it anywhere in the world. So I really want it to help for people, especially in underdeveloped communities who don't have access to this type of fancy equipment, technology. And that can mean two things, either like scaling our own platform or being acquired by a major tech company so the technology can reach millions more people globally. And I'd say beyond building the product, advocacy is something I'm committed to continuing. So, for reference, in the past, we've been able to speak at events like the International Annual Patient Conference, SXSW, and Harvard Global Health. And we've really been able to use these platforms as a way to push for accessibility and share our story in a way that inspires other youth my age to also make that change.
All right, I have a bonus question. I want to go back for a minute. How hard is it to build this? Because you mentioned people giving you suggestions. Well, okay, hey, that's great. I like that, but is it really difficult to add each piece in, or is it you using some sort of software that's kind of just add it in easier?
Yeah, so currently right now how our beta test works, it's not the actual like entire mobile app interface. We're just sending them over the bare technology for them to have tried out. And that way, when they give us suggestions, we can easily implement it and then have others try it out as well. So really what we're doing through these beta testing right now, I think we have like around 5,000 people like in total who've like tried out the product.
Wow.
What Right now we are trying to focus on our core main technology to have it pushed out as like a minimal viable product, but in the future we are working on implementing these new features, but we also don't want to implement too many features that by the time this product does get pushed out, it's just too complex because really the core idea when we started this project was to make it as simple and easy to use as possible because a lot of the existing assistive technology requires like another person to come in and manually set it up for you. We wanted to eliminate those barriers. So we are like taking it step by step with all of these new features, but still making it easy to use.
That was funny. It kind of stole my next question because all kidding aside, you can get really caught up and yeah, let's add this. And then you created a monster. Now it's too overwhelming and no one knows how to use it because there's way too
Exactly.
many features. So I see that. All right. So what's the best way for people to get in touch with if they want to learn more?
Oh, yeah. So if you go to our website at swipeai.tech, SWYPEAI dot TECH, on the first page, it shows you a link to join our beta test. You can submit the Google form and then we will then like send you over information on how to access the technology and more information coming. So
Awesome.
yeah,
I appreciate you taking a few minutes to call on the show. And as always, thanks for being my friend.
yeah. Thank you so much. Had a great time.